Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Zulaikha and I'm super excited to be looking at you right now. Thank you so much for stopping by. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you become one of the family by subscribing and just following through my videos and watching the previous ones that have been posted. And if you are returning subscriber, yay, I'm happy to keep your attention. You didn't go like after watching 1 or 2 videos and like, I don't want this girl, but thank you so much for staying. So I make videos about faith, the education and lifestyle. I'm basically a faith YouTuber, and everything I do basically just comes from that. Basically, yeah, I'm a child of God. So thank you so much for being here today. I'm not going to waste your time. Today I'm just going to be talking about marriage pressure. People that are pressuring another person to get married. Is that person going to marry themselves? Like, especially if it's a girl, is she going to propose to herself? Am I going to propose to myself and say marry me? No, it involves 2 people. So don't put pressure on one person without knowing exactly what is going on. Like, there's so many things involved. I just feel like it is so wrong to pressure someone, or even feel pressure to get married. It could be from your friends, from family, from people from church, from TV, from wedding pictures. This even in this COVID, people have been getting married, getting engaged, and you look at your hand and you're like, God, when is it going to happen? But I'm here to just tell you to calm down. Be calming down. Girl, boy, calm down. You're not alone in this. So I feel like, first of all, I don't know if this video is going to sound biased to women, maybe because I'm a woman, but I know there are also pressures on men to get married. But I'm going to be coming very much from a perspective of a woman. Like, okay, one thing I want to say is that a lot of emphasis is placed in the church or just on getting married. Like, get married, when are you bringing him home? When is she coming home? Who is she? Where is the Yahoo? Where is sister? All of those kind of questions. Some people mean well, some people are joking, but I'm saying that sometimes some people create pressure with even these statements that come across as a joke. Now, I feel like a lot of emphasis should also be placed on maximizing singlehood. Single season is so beautiful, guys. Like, I am a testimony. I used to be that person that I'd be like, oh my God, I was just like, I want to be in a relationship, not really married. And that's because it was exciting, I'll just be like, oh my God, you just have this person. And obviously, because you feel like, oh, God even wants you to get married, so you feel like, okay, yeah, let's do this. But as you get older, you realize that single season is not a stigma. It's not a stigma to be single. It's not a thing of, you're single, oh my goodness. Like, no, I feel like if someone can know how to maximize their single season, it is so beautiful that you don't even need to be in a rush to get married. Like, you're not desperate. So I think a lot of churches and pastors, and even relationship pastors and just pastors and leaders generally, can place a lot of emphasis on maximizing that singlehood, because I believe that when a person maximizes your single season, like when it's time to get married, I just feel like it happens. It just sometimes, most of the times, this thing even happens when you're not even expecting it. So I really believe that people need to understand that singlehood is beautiful. Like, maximize it. Don't be in a hurry to rush out. A pastor said something that it's better to be single, believing God, to be married, and to be married and believing God to be single. That means a lot of people get married and they regret, and they're like, oh my God, I wish I was single. I wish I had time. So now that you're single, enjoy yourself a bit. Like I said, being single is not shameful. Single not shameful. Hashtag single not shameful. I am single doesn't mean I should be ashamed. Doesn't mean I should be like working or actively searching for someone, or putting myself out there, or holding a sign up saying I'm available. No,
I'm available. Oh Lord, I'm available.
When my Bible says that find, I'm not saying that I shouldn't be findable. I am saying that I shouldn't be on the look. I shouldn't be, just on the rampage. Oh, man, find me, by fire, by force, find me. My husband, locate me. What even pained me the most about the whole, pressure to get married thing was, there was someone in our church, like a guy that he was a good brother, decent. He had already graduated and all that, and he moved to another city. And this person in my church was not telling me that we didn't try. Even the sisters in the church, none of us could grab this brother. I just felt like, okay, To me, it felt a bit like at that time I was still about 18, 19. So I was still like, my mind was like, maybe I failed. But thinking about it later, I was like, nah, that's not really a good thing to tell someone. There's no pressure in this thing. Though you mean well, there are some things that are just wrong, to be honest. Just be careful and use wisdom when you are saying certain things. So the pressure is we even have experienced it before, not so much from my family. You have to focus on your work with God so that you don't let these pressures get to you. I know people face a lot of things that sometimes that people experience delays, but that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about really understanding that being single is not a bad thing. Again, yes, I would say that, the church needs to preach that we are complete in Christ. A lot of times, even if you don't say it, it kind of comes across as, oh, you just need to be in a relationship to be happy. The Bible tells us in Colossians 2 verse 10 that you are complete in Him, who is the head of all principalities and powers. I'm complete. That the fact that I'm married to somebody doesn't mean that person completes me. That person only compliments me. It doesn't complete me. Jesus paid the full price. Like, He paid in full. So I don't need anybody to complete me. I'm complete in Him. Being married is not a prize. I believe there's so much to accomplish in life. Yes, the Bible tells us 2 shall chase 1,000. But I'm saying, even in your single season, have you chased your 1,000? That's the thing. You have to have been doing something, like be useful. Be a useful person. Being married is not the end goal. It's not your end goal in life. Okay, I just want to get married. Is that really all what Jesus died for you to be, just to be married? Don't see marriage as the ultimate prize. Jesus is should be your longing, should be at the center. Be married to Christ. So I just wanted to share some tips that I believe are helpful and really helps me and are still helping me. Number one, just be in love with God. Stay in love with God. Serve God. Just be immersed. Be crazy about God. Just be immersed with God. Don't go about seeking all these things. The Bible says when you seek God's kingdom first, everything, including in marriage, including your husband or your wife, shall also be added to you. So don't go about looking and just be desperate. Now again, if you're a guy, of course you need to do the finding. Of course you need to make the move. But I'm saying that when you seek God first, even God will be like, okay, that's the one. This is the person I want you to be with. Not you just. For crying out loud, Adam was sleeping when God brought Eve and created Eve and brought Eve to Adam. So be in a state of rest. Focus on God, rest in God, serve God, be fruitful in the kingdom. Number two, be useful in your church, be useful to your family, be useful in the community, be a person of value. Determine in your heart, I'm going to be a value-adding somebody. I'm going to be a value-adding person. I'm not just going to go there, just give me, I want this, I want that. I'm going to contribute. My parents will look at me and be like, wow, thank God for this child. The church will be like, oh my God, this person is such a blessing in this church. The community too should feel your impact. So that's my point. And number three, yes, like I said, have a contributor mentality. Number three, discover your purpose and your talents and begin to engage with it. When you discover your purpose, again, there was a time in my life I used to be like, oh my God, I'm single, I'm lonely. I just want somebody to be doing this, calling me, telling me I'm beautiful. And all these kind of things. But when you realize your purpose and you know that, okay, I have things I'm doing, there are times that you can be alone, but you're not lonely. You have God, you have things to do, you have your purpose, know your talent. Like this period of lockdown and staying at home, like there are days I feel lonely, there are days where I'm just like, I know I have things to do, so I'm just active and busy. I'm not even doing a 9 to 5 at the moment, but like I'm so occupied. So again, it's not an excuse. Don't say I'm single, then you just sit down there. Find out your purpose, discover who God created you to be, because that would even help you in knowing when the person is right. Like that, okay, this is our purpose align and all that. So it helps you even when you are planning to settle down. That's my point. Number four, build maturity. Funke Adejumo, Reverend Funke Adejumo talked about like 4 levels of maturity: financially mature, spiritually mature, and emotionally mature. Teacher even says physical maturity, that someone like it's all can't be saying, no, I want to get married now. Obviously, that's why child marriage is not of God, really. Yeah, you have to build maturity. How emotionally stable are you? You have to be mature in certain areas before you get married. And I'm not saying you have to now be perfect, but just keep working towards it. So there's a lot to do with your life as a single person. Plan and begin to work on your career. I believe that it's important to have like, okay, this is where I'm going, this is what I'm going to be doing, this is the kind of place I want to be working. And even it's good to advisable to even have a job, like have a job, be earning something, be useful. Like don't just rest on your oars. Like build your career, begin to plan, okay, where am I going to be in 5 years time? What am I going to be doing? What's ideal? So I'm not saying all your life should not now just revolve around the fact that you want to get married. Let your life revolve around God. Start to plan your life. Start to set goals for yourself. Start to set targets and begin to just work towards that. That is what I mean. Build a solid network of friends, like just build a solid, just have a good like support system. This is important because it helped me like those days where I feeling like, oh my god, you have that support system. It could be friends, it could be also colleagues. Just have a network around you. Like, let your life be functioning. That's basically what I mean. In your career, have people, like have contacts. Learn to start building contacts. Start building, because if you think, oh, I want to have a business, you need people. You know, you need people. So have people, mentors. It's okay to even have mentees. Have people like accountability partners, covenant friends. I like to call them covenant friends because that's what I believe in. Like having friends that you know that okay, you can talk about God. You can share about your dreams. You can pray together. So have that network. It's very important. Anyway, from my own experience, and then also learn and equip yourself. Equip yourself, because when you get married, it's not like you're not going to just get married and then God just put all the knowledge you need. No, you have to be reading books. Equip yourself. Read books about, oh, how can I make a marriage work? Read books like, oh, there's this book I'm currently reading, things I wish I knew before I got married. Such books will help you just understanding the male and female dynamics, because we are different. Understand your role as a woman, as a man. Start to equip yourself, because it's not when you get there you now start reading and start. You still read when you get there, but start to prepare yourself. Start to already plan and equip and learn and equip yourself. Attend seminars, you know, do webinars. Now we do webinars because of COVID and restrictions. Do webinars. Make sure you are learning and equipping yourself. Remember that you attract who you are, so become the person you want to marry. You attract who you are, so don't say, oh, I want someone that is prayerful, tall, handsome, prayerful, spiritually on fire, a word addict, someone that is so fervent for the Lord, and you don't even go to church on Sundays. Maybe you just go once in a month, Thanksgiving Sunday. No girl, no guy, or no man. So you have to commit yourself and tell yourself, okay, this as I am now, if I was a guy, will I marry myself? If I was a lady and I'm a guy, will I marry myself? So start to just focus on being the right person, not finding the right person. This point for me is very important. Say no to self-pity. Don't tell yourself, oh God, look at sister A is getting married next month. They've done pre-wedding pictures. Look at her, I'm even older than she is. Honestly, I've been there. Like, when did she start serving God? How does she want to get married? What does she know? Is she not young? Blah blah blah. No, don't say no to self-pity. Say no to comparison. Focus on yourself, being the right person. Grow yourself. Focus on your work with God and develop it. Don't focus on what sister A is doing, or if they are getting married or building a house or whatever. Focus on your work and stay on your path. So those are the things I really thought to share. I believe this video was a blessing to you. If it was, I'd like to know what you found interesting or what you liked about the video. Give it a thumbs up, and yeah, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate that. It doesn't cost you anything. Just click the subscribe button and also turn on the notification bell so you can know when I post more edifying videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I pray for everyone watching that if you're single, that God will connect you to the right person, and He will also give you the grace to maximize this season of your life, that He will connect you to the right people, and that He will just give you peace and rest in Him in this season. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Whoop, 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 whoop. Wow, look at that blood.